Earlier today, illegal immigrant Gustavo Perez Arriaga was formally charged with the murder of Newman, California Police Corporal Ronald Singh during a traffic stop last week. We sent Fox News contributor Lawrence Jones to Newman, California to see what the people thought of that state's sanctuary policies and much more. Take a look.
You heard about the shooting of Officer Singh. How do you feel about it?
It's very unfortunate. I feel really sad about it.
I'm going to try and keep it together. It's very emotional for me. He was a friend.
We knew him, and he was a great man.
It shouldn't have happened here, and that stuff shouldn't happen anywhere.
A lot of people are blaming the California sanctuary state policy. Do you agree with that?
I think it's the worst thing California's done in a long time.
I'm not the big wall person, but I think a sanctuary state is crazy.
If we didn't have that policy, this would have never happened.
Sanctuary city policy, it's the stupidest thing the Democrats could have ever done in this country.
The president says he's going to keep the government shut down until they can figure out this immigration policy. Do you agree with the president on that?
Not the way he's going about it, no.
Somebody's got to do something, and he's got the guts to do it.
If that's what it takes to protect our country, our state, our nation, that's what we need to do.
Some of us agree with him and some of us don't, but he's the president. He's going to do what he feels is right for the rest of us here.
The local town sheriff said that he believed that he could have prevented this if he could have notified ICE about the 2 DUI charges from the illegal immigrant. How do you feel about that? Do you agree with him?
I agree with him, yeah. I agree with him 100%. I really do, yeah.
All right, now with more on our Hannity Border Watch investigation tonight, County Sheriff Adam Christensen and Newman Police Chief Randy Richardson. Guys, I don't even know what to say. Sheriff, I'll start with you. This man was a hero. He had a 5-month-old son. Wasn't this man already in custody? And if they didn't have sanctuary city laws, wouldn't he have been deported by this time?
Well, I would hope so, Sean, and that's why we are trying to spirit a positive dialogue and find resolution to the issue of unlawful illegal immigration. This is really simple. If you set aside for a moment what we call political interference, what the sanctuary policies that have been discussed, and you set aside the media's effort to convince people that the sheriff's wrong, this really wasn't preventable, that we could have reported this individual to ICE, set that aside for a moment and ask yourself the question, why are we allowing criminal illegal aliens into this country, and why is there any political interference in the first place in our ability to protect our communities and to have a communication or at least work with ICE?
Police Chief, I look at this, my blood boils thinking about this 5-month-old kid. And from everything I've heard, Corporal Singh was just an outstanding officer. When you know that we have these criminal aliens in custody, and as a matter of state law, we don't follow our national laws, at some point, isn't the government aiding and abetting whatever else they do?
You know, Ron, like you said, was a great man. And if you do look at his son and his family, you know, they came here the right way. They came to America, and Ron Neal had a dream, and his dream was to be a police officer, and he fulfilled that dream. And I heard his brother say today, and that his brother died doing what he loved to do, and he died a hero, and I couldn't agree with that more.
But is the government, at some point, does the government, by not enforcing what are our immigration laws and forbidding you as law enforcement officers, as a matter of state law, from enforcing federal immigration laws, don't they have culpability here? Sheriff.
I believe they do, Sean, and remember, government's #1 priority is to protect its citizens. That includes border security. It includes knowing who is here and knowing who needs to be removed.
Yeah, and I'll give you the last word, Police Chief.
You know, it's tragic that we actually have to stand here today and have this conversation. I'm well aware that this is a very political situation. You couldn't script it any more political. You have a legal immigrant and an illegal immigrant that we're talking about. But I want everyone to remember the family, what this man came here to do, and that was to be a police officer. And it's time we start talking about having discussions about making communities talk to each other and getting back to where we were years ago, where we weren't fighting amongst each other all the time.
All we got to do is enforce the law. Enforce the law, and lives will be saved. This can't happen anymore. We owe it to these families. This man was a hero. My prayers to his family, my prayers to your officers and fellow sheriffs out there, and we deserve better. Thank you for being with us. When we come back, you won't believe a segment over fake news CNN, what they ran over the holidays. Unbelievable. Hannity Media Watch next.